All right, let's talk about it. I'm pissed, okay? I'm fucking pissed and I'm bitchy as fuck. And I don't usually get that way. I'm a nice fucking person, okay? I'm short-tempered, I'm angry, and I'm bleeding out of my fucking vagina. And my fucking ovaries hurt. I have been a victim of secondhand vaccination, whatever the fuck you're calling it, whatever they're calling it, whatever they're doing, whatever they're trying to do to the women. Let me tell you a little bit of the backstory. I am an organic being. That means I don't believe in GMOs, poisons, birth control, toxins. I'm a highly sensitive empath. I know my energy field. I know my auric field is large. I meditate. I know stuff. Okay? I'm also highly sensitive. I can smell things and sense things before most people can. And I am also at the point in my life where I don't apologize for this shit anymore because this is my superpower. Being sensitive is my superpower. And I'm getting real fucking sick of fucking lame ass, sleeping ass, muggle ass motherfuckers telling me, oh, you're crazy. You're too sensitive. Like, no, you're shut the fuck down is what you is. Aight? Not the other way around. Don't get it twisted. And this happens all the time. Like, any random incident. Oh, do I smell a overwhelming cloud of gasoline? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm on like vigil. What's going on? Right? I have kids, right? This is a protection. Oh, you're crazy. You just think you're sensing something. No, I'm sensing something. And you'd be fucking wise to ask me more about that, not try to shut me down because you're shut down. So like, here's another small example. Let's say there's a plaza and there's like 4 stores here all lined up. There's a nail salon on the very end. So I walk into the shop that's 2 down and I walk in there and I'm like, oh my God, I can smell this acrylic. So as if I was in the nail shop. And so I make a comment about it to the people that are in there. Do you not smell this overwhelming acrylic? Because, like, I can't stay in here and breathe this in. This is toxic for me, you know? First of all, if I go to get my nails done, I'm taking my own risk. Okay, I get it. Like, but that's a different risk. If I need to get my own nails done, whether I'm just getting it secondhand, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want secondhand cigarette problems, no. If I want nicotine and toxins from a cigarette, I will smoke it myself. Don't get your fucking smoke. I swear to God, these freaking kids today. You know, and they're noticing it too. They're noticing that I'm not putting up with their shit the way I usually do. I'm usually real reserved, real quiet, real patient. Today I'm not that. Now let's go ahead and get into the story. Most of you already know I'm the only person in my whole family to be awake and aware. And when I say family, I just mean people I'm blood related to who I don't actually speak to. It turns out that I live in a place that my dad is the landlord of. So, from time to time, I do have interactions with my father. We're not close, none of that stuff. We're cordial. It's basically a business type relationship, not like a loving father-daughter relationship. None of that. But I did have an issue with my bathtub. Well, I have issues everywhere in the house. I'm a single mom, right? Anyway, something in the bathtub broke, and since he's the landlord, I was asking him to come see it and then tell me, like, who do I call? Is this a plumbing issue? Is this a handyman? Whatever. Not the point. Well, he messages me like a couple days and he says, okay, I can stop over at such and such a time. I'm scheduled to go get my vaccine at like 12 and then I'll come over afterwards. I messaged him and I said, do not come here. Do not come on my property. If you've had the vaccine, I am trying to keep my family and myself protected. Give it a few weeks because I know about these protein spikes that, when people first get the vaccine, they're emitting all that toxins like immediately. And it's just in their field. It's in their auric field. Just emitting toxic shit. And I specifically said, respectfully, please do not come here. Twice I said that. Because he has absolutely no respect for me at all. Not for my autonomy, not for my opinions, not for me as a living, breathing person. None. So the day came, and he came. And so I tried talking to him through the door, and I was like, don't come closer. I'm serious, please. Like, please don't. And he was like, oh, you're ridiculous. And then he walked closer, and like the minute he got to a certain part of me, I felt like I got hit with something and I became very dizzy. And I was like, oh shit, like it's happening. And so I had to like back away a little farther. I said, I'm serious, don't. Like, and he just kept telling me like I'm crazy and da 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 da, to the point where I had to just shut my door because he kept coming closer. Like he was just gonna just come right in, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't have you in here. So I literally had to shut my door. But he got too close. I already knew it because I could feel it. I got dizzy. I had to go and sit down on my couch. And I was like, shit. So I started looking up all kinds of Reiki. I started doing some Reiki, like specifically Reiki to help with symptoms of the vaccine. And I was just thinking to myself, let me be internally strong enough to fight this. Because, and I tried to brush it off, but like, I can't do that. I know what I feel. I know what the fuck I feel. I'm not stupid. I know my body. I'm clean. Like, if I'm fine, and then you come near me and I start getting fucking sick and dizzy, yeah, motherfucker, I'm not crazy. I'm just not shut down. So, that was, I don't know when. I want to say about a month ago, maybe. Less than a month. Now we're going to get to these weird symptoms I've been having. Now, I am an organic person. Like I said, I have a period cycle. Although I did have a messed up cycle few months back, which led me to question if I was doing that organic earth sync up, but I don't really know what's going on, honestly, right now. Here's the weird fucking thing. After the initial shock and the dizziness and all of that, like, went away, I noticed I did feel a little off or strange, but I didn't pinpoint it to anything because I do get affected by the moon. There was a couple retrogrades, I keep track of that, like, oh, what am I feeling today? I try to be very in tune so that I can be aware. I tried to put it out of my head, but I couldn't stop feeling weird. Like weird in my ovaries, like crampy for no reason. So like I specifically looked at the calendar, and I remember this because I actually did my very first boudoir portrait session. And when I planned that out, I made sure to schedule it. I was on my period when I scheduled it because I wanted to wait so I knew, so I could time it out to exactly when I was ovulating. Because if you don't know, when you're ovulating, it's like your body's naturally wants to get pregnant, so your features actually become more symmetrical, your breasts get a little fuller, and you have like an aura of more sexual energy. And I knew that I would be ovulating about 14 to 15 days after my cycle ends, because that's how it goes, right? So like I scheduled that, but like 4 days before this shoot, I started feeling really weird. Like it was almost like I was ovulating. I was feeling like I could have actually been ovulating for like 5 days in a row, but it was not how I normally felt. It was not normally. It's just a little like ping, I feel that, and I could feel, one drop or the other. It's usually not both. It's usually one on one side 1 month and then the next one on the next month, if that makes sense. Ladies who are actually in tune with your body, you know exactly what I'm saying. And so I just felt very off, like almost I'm wondering, I can't be pregnant, can I? I was scared. Is there something wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? Why am I feeling so weird? And then I wanted to eat everything, and I'm like, this happens a couple days of the month, the days that I'm ovulating, and then I go back to normal for like another couple weeks, then the period comes. Not this time, y'all. My photo shoot was 3 days ago. I'm on a period right now. But throughout this whole time, my ovaries have been cramping like more and more and more every day, like several times out of the day. And the one almost, like, I don't know if it's true that it was swelling, but it just felt swollen. And it was like, it just wasn't normal. I know myself. It wasn't normal. I know that when I do have the true ovulation, it's maybe 3 days scattered, a few days of the feeling hungry, the feeling it go, whatever. And then that's that. A couple weeks, period. So this is off. I should not be having a real period until the end of this month. It's like the 13th. I should not be having a period until the 30th, or at least the 28th, if we're being quick about it. Like, I just got off my period 2 weeks ago. So this is a whole nother induced bleed. So this is the first day of it. It does not look like regular fluid. Not to get into too much description, but it's almost pink purple instead of red clear, which it would normal be. It hurts. And I'm bitchy. But this just fucking happened 2 fucking weeks ago. So I'm all thrown off. I'm relieved that I'm not fucking pregnant. But, like, for those of you now who want to have babies, this is the issue for y'all. Like, they're talking about infertility. They're talking about you as a perfectly healthy woman in her childbearing years, going next to someone who has had this vaccine, you starting to have weird periods, and then inability to conceive. Now, I'm not going to be testing that out because I don't want any more fucking kids. But you know what? What the fuck if I did? What the fuck if I do meet an amazing guy and he wants one few years down the road and I'm stable and we're in love for real and I want to give that man a kid? I would do it. What if I can't? That's the point. It's about the point of choice. So, for me, being infertile would not be such a horrible thing. But there's a lot of women out there who want the chance to make their own fucking mistakes. I mean, have kids. But in all seriousness, this is a plan. This is an evil fucking plan. What really pisses me off is that I stay in my house. I stay away from people, in general. What really pisses me off is the fact that, of course it's somebody blood related to me that doesn't fucking respect anything, of course. And trying to explain this shit to people who don't know fucking squat about energetic fields is pointless. I mean, even when people are talking about personal space, it's typically thought of as a 3-foot circumference all the way around your physical body is personal space. Your energy field goes out even farther than that. It's usually about 6 feet in front, which is why they say social distance, stay 6 feet away from people. That's because that's pretty much how big people's energy fields typically are. For empaths, our energy fields are even larger, and that is how we can sense something that might be a whole way down the road, or I'll sense when somebody's coming and I feel like I feel them and I'm like, oh, did they just get here? I feel like they're here. And then I'll go down and I'll be like, oh, they're not here yet. And then 1 minute later, there they come and I'm like, oh, I already felt you. I thought you were already here. Those of you who know, you know. But here's my problem. The motherfuckers that don't know, They act like because they don't know that it's not real or something. And it's like, listen here, we're not doing this anymore. We're not empath shaming anymore. We're not sensitivity shaming anymore. Fuck you and your closed down ass third eyes and your closed down ass intuitions. So do I know what's going to happen to me? No, I don't. Is this going to be an ongoing thing now where I'm fucking bleeding all the time? I hope the fuck not. I hope it's just a one-time induced period and then I'm going to regulate again. That's what I hope. I want to get it done, boom, out of the way. But who knows? You know, who fucking knows? These other women are talking about weird blood clots coming out at all times, you know, every week, or spotting when they shouldn't be. This is not a regular period. It hurts. Like I said, I feel like both ovaries are just, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about what's going on. I'm not happy about what's happening to me personally. And I'm talking about it. So that's my video. And yeah, I will, I guess, let you know if anything else weird happens, but I assume that this will be just something that's going to last. I don't know. I mean, is this going to last me for 4 or 5 days like a normal cycle, or am I going to have like a couple days of heavy spotting and not know what the fuck's going on? Because 2 weeks is a long, that's not right. Okay, if it's a few days early, that could almost be conceived that, you know, self-regulation, whatever. Typically, organic women's cycles last 28, 29 days. Typically. I mean, sometimes that does get thrown off. Well, I'm here to tell you, being around people who have had the vaccine is going to throw you the fuck off. And I've used a lot of inner strength, a lot of meditating. I've actually been meditating so much on my feminine health lately because I've felt so weird in there. And I have wondered what the fuck's wrong with me. I even actually made a doctor's appointment, which ironically enough, I scheduled for the 24th because I figured I wouldn't be due for my period until like at least the 29th, 30th. I was concerned. I don't know what's going on. So I do have that doctor's appointment scheduled. But I mean, I am a very healthy individual. No reason for this shit other than that. And I don't want to be brushed off. And at the time I made that appointment, I didn't even make it because I was having a period. I was making it because I'm wondering, why the fuck am I cramping like nonstop? Why am I feeling weird? You know? Anyways, I'm really tired. I'm really tired right now, and I just want to go sit down and try to relax, but this sucks. This really sucks. All right, y'all. Bye.